Hello everyone, this is Attorney Mark Hilramolete. Our presentation for today is on social political philosophy, its relevance in the social world. For today's presentation, you must be able to discuss what social political philosophy is, as well as its relevance in the social world. To begin with our presentation, our world is not exclusively physical in this sense. We are each born into a social world as well. This is a world populated by other people, and here too, we must learn how to work with our surroundings. But the social world into which we are born is not simply a world of other humans. It is also a world that features institutions that produce rules as well as practices that structure and sometimes define our interactions with others. Consider that each of us comes into the world already standing in relation to certain other people, and these relations are defined by social institutions. To proceed further with our presentation, the social world has a big impact on our lives, primarily due to its two main aspects. First, its malleability. The social world is a complex of rules, roles, and institutions that give rise to a social order. And there are many different kinds of social order. Moreover, the institutions of society can change and can be changed by us. Second, the social world exists because we sustain it by imposing its rules on each other. That is, the social world involves the making of demands that people act in some ways and refrain from acting in others. The combination of these two features of the social world occasion a range of decidedly philosophical questions, including those questions that are distinctive of political philosophy. To drive further our presentation, while social philosophy is the area of philosophy that examines and normatively evaluates the social world in its various aspects, political philosophy, on the other hand, is the part of social philosophy that is concerned particularly with normative investigation into the state. Political philosophy is the attempt to identify the principal aspects or elements of the state and to assess them normatively. It asks whether there should be states at all, and if so, how states should be organized. It must be emphasized that the two instances of the word should in the previous sentence are both to be understood as normative. Furthermore, political philosophy is not the attempt to figure out whether states are particularly efficient or effective instrument for achieving certain ends, nor is it the attempt to determine which policies or institutional designs are best able to deliver some specified social result or outcome. Questions of that purely empirical kind lie within the domain of political science. Political philosophy, rather, is the enterprise of figuring out whether states have any rightful claim to our allegiance. whether states are ever right in punishing individuals who break their laws, whether a state indeed could be entitled to a monopoly on coercive power, or, in short, whether any state has authority. If the answer to these questions is affirmative, then political philosophy next attempts to figure out how states should be organized by determining the nature and limits of state power. If these matters can be worked out, it remains for political philosophy to ask whether any possibly existing or real world state could be entitled to that kind of power. If actual states are so entitled, then political philosophy asks about the relations between states and whether states can rightfully exercise power over other states. As one would expect, political philosophy gets complicated quickly. For now, though, we can say that political philosophy seeks a justification for the state. Again, to reiterate the point, for now, though, we can say that political philosophy seeks a justification for that state. Social political philosophy, to conclude our presentation, seeks to establish norms, rules, and ideal standards how the social as well as the political life should be. Different from political science, which is the art of governing people, the discipline and the practice of assuring the common good of a certain society. And different from social sciences, which are descriptive disciplines which try to know the social facts and to find connections between them. Thank you for your patience, watching, and listening. See you in our next presentation.